Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am Quinn, the host of this channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, we'll be discussing the various ways we can discern the voice of God. How does God speak to us? God speaks to us through visions and dreams, signposts, or social media posts, prophets and prophecies, and through his holy book, the Bible. Now, how do we discern God's voice? To begin with, what does it mean to discern God's voice? To discern God's voice, to have a critical knowledge of things or to perceive things. So, yeah. Now, how do we discern God's voice? One of the best ways to discern God's voice is to pray and also meditate on His word daily. Spend time in prayer, asking God for guidance and clarity. Also, reflect on how God is speaking to you through His word. In order for us to also discern God's voice, we have to be disciplined. By discipline, I mean we have to always be in His word, always be in that secret place with Him, abide in Him, so that you also abide in us. For God's voice to sink in, we must quiet all the voice in our head. Additionally, we can discern or listening to God's voice through everyday life. Pay attention to conversations and situations around you and think about how God might be trying to get your attention. For instance, I can tell God is trying to communicate something to me when I repeatedly come across a particular message. Before I start this channel, God gave me a word on obedience. That was last year, December. Early this year, when I was still contemplating on whether I will start this channel or not, I came across lots of social media posts in regards to being obedient to God's word. Yes, so immediately I knew that it was God trying to remind me of what we discussed in December. You get to discern God's voice when you come across a particular message, social media posts, you constantly seeing this word everywhere, constantly seeing this thing. Most of the time it's just God's way of communicating with you, or God's way of trying to get your attention or to remind you of something. Yeah. Another way to discern God's voice is by looking for confirmation through trusted advisors. Prayerfully ask God to send you spiritual mentors that can help you recognize His voice and also speak His word into your life. Bear in mind that everything God says must align with His word, which is the Bible, the Holy Bible. For instance, if a prophet tells you, "Oh, I've seen visions of you being rich," or "You are going to be this, you are going to do that, you are going to this God's purpose for your life," ask yourself whether whatever the prophet is saying matches with what's in the Bible. If it does, then you know it's God's voice. If you are still uncertain on whether it is God's voice or not, just trust that when the time is right, God will make things clear to you. You will receive clarity. We can also discern God's voice through our intuition. You know, there are times you just have this feeling that something is about to happen, or there is something on the way. You just have this feeling, this strong feeling. Or sometimes you have this nudge in you telling you, "Oh, there's something wrong about this person. There's this feeling about someone." Yeah. Mostly it's God's way of also communicating to us. So we can also discern God's voice through our intuition, through our mind. But discern God's voice through the still voice, that quiet, calm voice in your head. Yeah. So far as what it's telling you, what that voice is telling you brings you peace. That's the surest way to know that, yeah, okay, this is God talking to me. To add up, God's voice brings peace and sound mind. So any voice in your head that causes you to be confused, causes you to be anxious, causes you to be worried, causes you to be in turmoil, that should just tell you that no, this This is not God's voice. Whatever God says must align with His word. Every word that comes your way, you perceive or you think or you feel like it is God, make sure it's in alignment with His word, which is the Bible. The book of John states that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, which means you cannot separate God from His word. God and His word are one. Can't separate them. So whatever you hear must look like God. Whatever word you hear must match God's attributes. Yes, can't separate God's word from Him. So that's that for today. Yeah, today was just a little bit of chit chat, short something. Yeah. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and also share your views. So turn on your notification bell to be notified each time I post a new video. Bye.